Alright guys, so this morning we woke up at 245.6 pounds. Good morning guys, Brandon Harden here. Hope you're having a great day. It is the 23rd of December and that is the first time I've stepped on the scale in about a month. And to be honest, I'm very surprised. Like, I'm kind of happy about the weight because we've actually only dropped about 5 pounds since the peak of what we did weigh before the hair transplant. I couldn't train for 2 weeks and I tried to get back into the gym. Went back for a few sessions and then got incredibly ill. So the past month hasn't been the best for the off season. Over the last 2 weeks of like not feeling the best, I have been to the gym, but probably 70% of the time, like on the worst days, I just needed to have the rest day because I don't think you should train when you feel that bad. Yes, there's like following the goals and there's like not taking any days off, but then there's sometimes when like rest has to be the priority because there was a day where I trained chest where I shouldn't have and I woke up and I just felt 10 times worse. But now we are on the mend. This is the first day where I've actually felt slightly normal and I'm so happy about it because it was honestly feeling like it was going to be never ending. Like I just was waiting for the day that I would wake up and actually feel good. And today, we actually feel pretty good. So we are treating this as day one. I'm setting myself a goal to like get out of the funk and almost treating this now as if it's like the beginning of the off season, almost the beginning of like prep, but for the off season, which is why I did a weigh-in. I'm gonna take some check-in pictures for Callum, let him know what I'm currently looking like after the whole transplant and the illness. I literally just got up, actually stepped on the couch because Geordie got back from Vegas yesterday and she is feeling absolutely terrible. And I was like, if I sleep in this bed with you, I'm gonna wake up and this endless cycle of illness is just never going to end. It is 6:30 in the morning and we're going to make some breakfast and start the day. So we're starting the day with a 3D energy. This is the breakfast that I have pretty much all the time. We've got 80 grams of oats. I'm actually having this cold because sometimes, like, especially on the off season when like you're trying to eat a lot of food, I like to eat my oats cold because you use like the least amount of water. But we've got some frozen berries as well, 2 eggs, 250 milliliters of egg whites and some spinach. I'm gonna make meal number 2 and 3 now as well. I'm basically gonna make another oatmeal, mix it together, put it in the air fryer. That's meal number 2. And meal number 3 is the rice. I made some rice last night, so that's already cooked. We've got some salmon, avocado and zucchini. I definitely feel like getting meal prep done in the morning, like before anything else starts. Like this is literally going to be cooked and ready before 7 o'clock, ready for when I need them.
Is this what giving up feels like? I don't know, I don't know. Tell me, have I lost my mind? Nowhere to go, so far from home. Is this what giving up feels like? I don't know, I don't know. Tell me, have I lost my mind? So I break these walls and hold my head up high, and I step my ground until the day I die. As the rain falls down, there's no more tears.
Alright guys, so meal prep is done. We've got meal 3, which is the salmon. I put some avocado. With the avocado, I love putting like pink Himalayan salt and garlic salt in it. Garlic salt in avocado just makes it so much better. The cookie has been air fried. This, I mean, you've seen me make it before. Added some raspberries into it because we didn't have enough blueberries to make up the macro amount. I'm gonna put that in some Tupperware now and then go through a stretching routine. Just to start the day out, I'm actually going to flexibility classes. I've been to 2 now. And the goal for the flexibility classes is to just like achieve overall recovery. I have noticed, especially when I was taking like the 2 weeks off and then the 2 weeks like edging back into training, I was a lot tighter than I would like to be. So I started doing these classes just to gain like full body flexibility, just to like avoid injury, all that sort of stuff, and also to hopefully one day achieve a full split. Achieving a full split is something I've always wanted to do. It's been like a bucket list thing for me because I've always seen videos of people do like posing routines on stage. Andrew Jacked, a very recent guy, absolutely huge, 300 pounds shredded, and he can literally do the splits on stage. And I feel like if one of your main goals is physical development, like being the best version of yourself, whether it be like your best physique, being on top of your training, being on top of your nutrition, and also training for the body to be able to do some extraordinary things like achieve good flexibility. We are 2 classes in. I've been set homework. You can't just stretch once a week for an hour and a half just to keep up for it, because the more you stretch, the faster you'll be able to achieve what you want. morning stretch is complete. I'll post like a whole routine when I know more and when I'm more educated on them, just in case you guys want to like do any stretches. Pre-workout, post-workout, in the morning. It's kind of a form of cardio because when you do it, you sweat because you put your body under pressure, especially if you do it properly and you actually emit a certain level of pain to actually hit a stretch that is gonna yield progress. Plan right now is gonna jump in the shower, freshen up for the day, wrap a few more Christmas presents because the wrapping hasn't been completed yet. I've done a lot, but I got a few things left. We're gonna jump on the laptop and do a bunch of work that needs to be done today, and then we might potentially be meeting some friends for coffee. I don't like coffee, so I'm gonna drink a Monster before today's leg workout. Hey. How's Vegas?
Awesome.
What was it like seeing Chris win?
I'm chills. Like, it's actually madness. It's a really cool experience. Everyone needs to go at least once in their life. I've watched the Olympia online a bunch of times, but seeing them in person, like, as soon as Chris walked out, everyone's like, what is that?
Geordie just got back from Vegas. She went there for like a pre-Christmas sort of like girls trip with her mom. Geordie has been in the UK for quite a while and wouldn't get the chance to see her mom before Christmas. Seeing the stories made me extremely jealous because I would love to go to the Olympia, but one day we will go, and it will be when we're freaking competing in it. You have to speak these things into existence. I'm not going to be doing the Olympia obviously next year because I won't be competing next year. So if I qualified, it would actually be at the beginning of 2024 because the goal is to have an entire year off season, start prep in November. The Olympia will be around November, December, but I'll be on prep at that point, and then do the shows in January and February 2024. And I will be 27 years old at that point, and 27 happens to be, well, 2 and 7 are of course on my wrist, and they are my lucky numbers. That'll be the first time that we do our pro debut after a necessary off season to pack on the tissue that we are going to need to present a physique on stage that is worthy of the pro stage. But that's the goal, that's the dream, and one day I'm sure we'll be there. And we are fresh and ready. We've got the hair slick back. We're dressed because we're heading out for coffee, so I'm not gonna wear gym clothes just yet. Getting some stuff ready for the gym. We've got some shoes. Geordie got me these last Christmas. They're the Jordan 1 Spider-Man editions, still to this day one of my favorite pairs of Jordans. And we got a pair of shorts because we're doing the legs. The t-shirt I'm wearing is from the new HARDBODY Season 2 Take Flight collection. A massive butterfly on the back that says Take Flight. On the back of the t-shirt, the text that I wrote is actually pretty sick. I'm actually very happy with how it came out, but it says, "This collection is about transcendence and becoming more. This life is yours to make," which is the slogan. So make it yours. Born for greatness, created to endure, alive to take flight. The reason Season 2 is called Take Flight is because it's the beginning of the story of the HARDBODY seasons. The first season was called the Perfect Collection because we wanted to make what we believe to be the perfect t-shirt, the perfect hoodie, perfect joggers, just something that was just like overly comfortable. We actually made a loss because we invested so heavily in the thickness and the quality of the material. And Season 2 is Take Flight because it's all about taking flight as a business, you taking flight in your own life and believing in your own goals and all that sort of stuff. Every season is going to have a meaning and a story behind it, and over time and over the duration of all the HARDBODY clothing seasons, it will tell a story and it will eventually all start to make sense. This is actually going to be dropping in January.
I didn't miss you. I didn't miss you.
Time is currently 10:30 and I think it's time for meal number 2. Just a shame because we have ran out of 0 sugar syrup, but to be fair, it's not looking that dry. Gonna try and not get this on the white top. Earlier we received a package from Huge Supplements which contains a re-up of all my favorite products, their health stack stuff that I ran out of, and their brand new Elements range, which is all about like, they've basically expanded their health line even more. It looks a little bit like this. This is KSM 66. There's actually a mad variety in the box. I'm going to break it down after the gym because I'm going to head out now. I'm going to wolf this down, do all my posts for the day, post on HARDBODY, post on my Instagram because emails and everything are done for the day. Contacted a few athletes, updated the PR list, updated some of the things for orders to be sent out to 4 new athletes that are signing with HARDBODY. So it has been a pretty productive and good morning to say the least. Day 1 back on track is going very well. Almost ready to leave. Got a fresh pair of classic red knee sleeves for today's leg day. We're gonna go with the Wrecked Enraged. I need it for Christmas.
It's for a tree.
We have a tree. It's currently decorated with Amazon bubbles. Oh. Woo!
Not Amazon shit.
What we currently have, if you like literally dropped it from like 5 centimeters, it would shatter.
Yeah.
It's so big.
I know, they're so big.
Because we have such a small tree. It's actually massive. I'm just even bigger.
Hi. Yep. You don't want to see my arms. It's them.
Oh, nice. Big boy. That's a nice jumper.
Thanks. It's my favourite. Ed might look at my nipples.
And we are at Phoenix. Just had a meal. Meal number 3 has been consumed. We're gonna make a pre-workout drink right now and then get started with the workout. I did bring a change of clothes because squatting in jeans is not the one.
say every day's a new day. Live it like your last day. It's okay to feel great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're all jumping on a new wave. Time goes by, but I'll stay stuck up in my old ways. So hard to unlearn habits we've gotten addicted to. I'm trying to change my life, but so much easier to say than do. Oh, please help me. Please go easy on me. I can't believe it's so hard for me to see that I deserve this. Deserve to feel happy now. So please go easy. Please go easy on me.
These aren't gonna fit. They're a large, but 2. Yeah. We're looking like break my knee.
Oh my god, this is a new look, I think.
When I released the classic red, the large actually used to fit me, and 8 months later, now they don't fit me anymore. For some reason, like one calf is like just under half an inch bigger, and that's the one that don't fit. Classic red is going to be an XL now.
It's so hard for me to see that I deserve this. Deserve to feel happy now. So please go easy.
Workout done, headed back home, picked up this one, and we're at Tesco to do a re-up on. I said re-up twice in this video, I don't know why I said that. I must have heard it somewhere that like, now it's stuck in my head. We're getting a restock on everything we need in the house because literally everything is sold out, just like Hardbody. It's been spent in my belly. We have nothing other than some chicken and salmon that Geordie got earlier from Aldi, but we need everything. This shopping trip has become a lot more eventful than we thought because I've been on and off the phone with my mom because of the fact that I've been asking her how she makes everything that she makes. For Christmas dinner, I have like vivid memories, like really strong memories of like how my mom made like dauphinoise potatoes, her own stuffing, her own gravy. We're gonna be fat as hell.
Dessert.
What are we gonna do for dessert?
I don't know.
She thinks there's gonna be room for dessert. You know what dessert is? Yorkshire puddings.
I like savory. I'm excited. I'm excited for dessert the most. We are going to be fat and happy.
That was the biggest shopping trip I've ever had.
I know. We got dessert.
What'd you get?
I got apple crumble and some sticky toffee pudding with some ice cream. Mmm.
Oh, right. Good morning, guys. It's currently the next day. Merry Christmas Eve. The way I sort of want to end this video is one, quick unboxing because I didn't do it last night because the camera died and I was waiting for it to charge and it just got too late. But really quickly, before I do the unboxing, I kind of want to talk about something, and this could be like one of the most real things I've ever said on YouTube, to be honest, because it's something that I didn't know if I'd feel comfortable talking about it, and it's kind of the reason that I didn't post on YouTube for like 3 weeks, and it was the first time I'd ever taken 3 weeks off from YouTube in 7 years of making YouTube videos, and because it was the first time that I ever experienced what I was feeling, and I didn't really know how to get out of it, because with the transplant and everything, with breaking the pattern that I'd like followed for the past like, I don't know, 7-8 years of my life through going to the gym, the most amount of days I'd ever taken off the gym was like 4 days in my entire life, and I was forced to take 14 days off. And it might not seem like a big thing, it might seem like, bro, just take it as a full body recuperation and you'll come back with all your ligaments and everything completely healed, and you'll be able to attack your 1 year long off season with absolute ferocity because you'll be fully recovered and all that sort of stuff. But it did so much to me that I didn't really expect it to do, in a way, and it got me into this weird, like, firstly, it broke me out of the cycle that I was in of like my daily routine, and it gave me this, like, I started watching way too much anime, I was playing way too many video games, and I was like constantly, I became addicted to the short endorphin releases of like pointless activities, of things that like I never really get into because of how busy I want to be and how productive I want to be in the day. If I don't reach a certain level of productivitiness in a day, I feel like I failed the day, and I feel like that's one of the reasons I've been able to turn the business into what I have done, because of how much effort and stuff I've put into that over 2 years, and I just lost all sense of purpose. I was like actually like a little bit depressed, and I'd never experienced depression before. My mom suffers with depression, she suffers with like bipolar, anxiety, depression, all these things, and I was like, I'm never going to be that, that's never going to be me, because I feel like I'm so far away from that. I've always been quite a positive person and quite like I've always been the sort of person to believe that if someone is depressed, they can just switch it off, right? They can literally just change and just choose to be happy. And because I'd never experienced it before, and for the first time, I was like, I don't think I couldn't conjure up a reason to even get up out of bed. I was like lay there in bed, and it was, I shit you not, like 12 in the afternoon, and I'd slept in for like 3-4 hours because I just couldn't see a point in getting up, and I was like, what is the point? It was just an endless cycle of just like, you know, I've got no reason to do this, I'm not going to the gym, so there's no point in eating right and fueling my body for all these things. And like, then because like I hadn't had the productiveness of going to the gym and the endorphin release, I felt slacking with business, and it was just like an intertwining day after day after day, and it just seemed like life was just passing by and I had no purpose. It was just an absolute shit show, to be honest, and I didn't know how to get out of it. That's why I said yesterday morning at the start of this video, this is day 1, and now this is essentially day 2, and I already feel so much better. I kind of feel lighter. I feel like yesterday was such an amazing day. I'm kind of just going to build the momentum back up, and I've got so many goals, I've got so many dreams and things that I want to achieve and experience, you know, a place that I want to travel to in the world with Geordie and have like a, you know, because I love traveling, of course. Like that was the main reason I actually made this YouTube channel when I was like 18 years old. I worked at my stepdad's fiberglass and engineering company, and I met a girl online, and that was my ex-girlfriend, and we essentially started traveling and stuff, and I got addicted to that feeling, and I said to myself, I want to make a job where I can work wherever I want to in the world, just to be able to have an income where I can work online and still do what I love, which is see the world and travel and stuff, but be able to make money and stuff while doing that. Hence the birth of my YouTube channel literally 7 years ago. That's a big goal of mine, to be able to like travel somewhere and see a part of the world that I've never seen before. I've got a lot of like more heightened respect for people that deal with these sort of things on a day-to-day basis, that don't have the luxury of maybe like having a stable life and everything to just be able to snap out of it. You know, you're constantly being pushed down by people or the world, or you know, your circumstance to keep you in that miserable place, and there's less of an effortless transition to pop out of the, you know, the mental state that you're currently suffering with. Now we're out of it and I'm feeling good, and you know, I do want to say that, like, especially over Christmas time right now, because you know, it's such a weird time for so many people, whether like you don't have the opportunity to go and see your family for Christmas, maybe you don't have a family to even see, or you're not in a financial position to be able to buy the presents you want to buy your girlfriend or your mom or your daddy. So many people have a goal to like pay back their parents for all the amazing things that they've done for them, to give them the life they've got, and so many people would like to give a gift like that back to their parents. But it's okay, like, you know, just because you're not in the position right now doesn't mean you will not be in the future, doesn't mean that, you know, your goals and your life, it doesn't have some sort of purpose. It doesn't mean that you're never going to achieve your goals, because I promise, if you do what you need to do to make your goals become a reality, they're going to happen. Like, there's no way you can put 100% of your effort into something every single day for years and years and years, and for you to not have what you've worked for. The world is going to give things to people that work for them and deserve them. And if you want something and you truly believe that it should be yours, then make it so, and it will be yours. That's everything I feel like I'm in a very talkative mood, because I haven't vlogged anything for weeks and weeks and weeks, and there's been all these thoughts and emotions and things that I've felt that I express through these videos and everything, and you guys watching, I hope that they can help you in some sort of way. If you're dealing with some shit, I promise there's a way to snap out of it, and you will achieve what you want. So right now we're gonna unbox everything that is in this package. Excuse again my bedhead, because we just woke up again for the second time in this video. I'm gonna briefly go through everything that we got, because like I said, huge supplements now have like a massive health line, and there's something quite pleasing about using the same company for sort of everything. Like the protein that I use, the creatine, the pre-workout, the BCAAs, everything's like all from one place. First off, a restock of, this was the first pre-workout that I actually finished, which is the Rect pre-workout. That is freaking amazing. I'd actually highly recommend trying this one. It's just like a great all-round pre-workout. I went through the whole tub of creatine. I was using the pills of creatine that I've got just up there. But now we have two more. They very kindly restocked me. We have mango, lemonade, and orange, both flavors of creatine. I actually had the unflavored one before, so this would be nice. Next, we have the Vital Support, and I'm pretty, yeah, the Defend. So I was using this health stack pretty much every single day until I ran out of it. Vital Support, we have Huge Multi, which is their multivitamin, and then we have Defend, powerful on-cycle support, total organ protection, and supports healthy lipids. That's one thing that Huge is really great for. They're not just pre-workouts and supplement like, I don't know, like most brands. They actually produce products for people that aren't natural, or want to, like, even if you're not natural, even if you just give a shit about organ health, this stuff is absolutely awesome. We have fish oil, astragalus, CoQ10, vitamin D3, KSM66. Then we have citrus bergamot, and then finally we have yohimbine. So yeah, this is everything. So massive thanks to Huge Supplements for sending all this stuff out, and I'm very, very, very excited to try it. If you enjoyed the video and are excited for the videos to come, drop a like, drop a comment down below, turn on post notifications. Somebody loves me. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.